Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and to our very first episode for the Mint generation of our Not So Berry challenge. I am so excited for today's episode. Obviously, we're just going to kind of be getting started, so I have a few goals planned for us. To start off, I'm just going to go ahead and give you a quick rundown of Ivy's outfits and a little mini tour of what her home is looking like so far. And then I am going to go ahead and get her employed in the scientist career. Hopefully we can get promoted at least once, explore Oasis Springs, where she is currently living, a little bit more, and yeah, just kind of get started on all the different things Not So Berry for her challenge. So, without further ado, let's get into it. To go ahead and get started, I wanted to give you guys a little mini tour of all of Ivy's outfits. So to start, here is her everyday wear. You will notice that everything is pretty neutral because I didn't want really anything to clash with like her hair or her eye color because they are so vibrant. I was like, you know what, we're just gonna keep her outfits pretty neutral. But also, we're just starting off, so we're gonna try to figure out like the vibe, what we want her to look like, stuff like that as we go along. So this is kind of like her everyday wear. I also have a secondary outfit that I kind of kept like pretty simple. It also is spring for like when we're starting, so I figured that this was kind of a spring vibe and would work with the temperatures. Here is her formal wear, her athletic wear, sleepwear, party wear, swimwear, weather wear, and her footwear. I feel like her outfits are pretty cute, pretty simple, but I feel like they work pretty well. Definitely let me know if you guys want to see anything different or if you have any opinions on like what she should look like, because I'm so down to make adjustments as you guys see fit. So definitely just let me know, stuff like that. Also, we can see her aspiration here: Chief of Mischief, and all of her different traits: materialistic, vegetarian, and jealous, as per the challenge rules, which I will show you here in a second. To also start, I wanted to give you a little mini tour of her home. She's currently living in Oasis Springs. Since she is a scientist, the science lab is actually in Oasis Springs in the game. So I figured we could go ahead and just like put her in there as well. So this lady, who I'm assuming is our welcome wagon, is actually blocking her front door. But this is the house. If you guys did not check out my last video, definitely go ahead and do that. You see me building this house and Ivy's character. So yeah, just go ahead and check that out if you want to see the process of that. But if we go ahead and skip through, I guess we're gonna have to go through her. If we just go ahead and go through this lady, we go into our entryway, which obviously doesn't have a lot right now. I didn't have a ton to work with regarding funds, so definitely we'll just keep adding things as we go and as we make more money with our career. Here is our mint kitchen. I'm hoping to obviously add to it and add like a dining space over here. I also want something kind of in the middle of this room, maybe like a chess table or something equivalent. Then over here we have our living room. I might change this up when we have some more funds, but this is just kind of what it's looking like for now. I'm also hoping to add like a desk area, maybe somewhere over here or over here at some point. In through this door is the bathroom. It adjoins to both like the main living area and her bedroom. Pretty simple, but works. And then here is Miss Ivy's bedroom. Obviously this is a bit more green than mint, but I was struggling to find mint shades, but I think it works. I feel like that's just gonna be like a common theme of just having to kind of, go back and forth between green and mint. I'm gonna try to make everything as mint as possible, but it'll have to make do, I suppose. So before we get too far into anything, I definitely want to go ahead and show you guys the rules. So here are the Not So Berry rules. This is obviously a challenge that was created by Cinzy. So definitely check out her channel. She has so much cool stuff. And she is the creator of the challenge. These are all the basic rules, which are pretty easy to adhere to really go through them. But for our current generation, here is our description. So we are a mischievous scientist that really loves color mint. We are career driven, but still make time for silly pranks and outings with our closest friends. And we love luxury and want the best for ourselves and for our family. The traits are vegetarian, jealous, and materialistic. Aspiration is chief of mischief, and career is scientist, which we've all already got rolling. We have to master the scientist career and complete our aspiration. We have to master the mischief and logic skills and complete the elements collection. So nothing too crazy, definitely achievable. And I am super excited to go ahead and get the ball rolling on that in this episode. I've already gone ahead and given Ivy our career. So we are obviously a scientist and we'll be starting work tomorrow. We have to have a couple breakthroughs, which we should be able to do through A, reading books, or B, like taking thoughtful showers, stuff like that. So we will probably go ahead and maybe visit the library at some point today to do that. But yeah, I feel like this woman has come around to be, oh, a royal envoy. This must have something to do with one of the like new events that we have going on, but unfortunately I'm just gonna send her away because we don't really have to be dealing with that right now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just get Ivy to use the bathroom real quick, and then I think we're just gonna immediately go ahead and head over to the library so that way we can get started on getting our breakthroughs for work tomorrow. Because as I stated, I really want to go ahead and get Ivy promoted at least once in this episode, as something to hopefully, just kind of like achieve something to do, as well as just go ahead and go out and like meet people. I feel like getting to know our neighbors, uh, also our coworkers, whenever we do head into work, will be lots of fun. Also, if you'll notice, I have replaced all the lots. So we have a bar, gym, a library, and a restaurant. I will go ahead and as we visit each lot, post the little gallery picture of the people that I borrowed like their works from. So I will go ahead and put the picture of the library that I'm using on the screen here. Creds to this person, it is such a beautiful library. This was a remake from the original to be like base game compatible since I didn't have all the packs of like the original one. But it is literally so pretty. I'll just go ahead and just show you guys the outside. Like it's actually insane. And I think it really does fit with like the Oasis Spring vibes. So I love it. I'm really excited to use it. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. So we have to have two breakthroughs. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and have her read something. I don't really care what, but reading will go ahead and help us get those breakthroughs. And while she goes ahead and starts that, I'm just gonna like scope out the place. There are tons of things to do. Like there's a card table, chess tables, so many bookshelves. Um, there's a little librarian. I swear, I don't know what it is about my CC, but literally every librarian, no matter what lot, is always wearing a wedding veil. Like it's actually insane. Like, okay, Diva. Like he's eating, but at the same time, it's like, why are they always wearing veils? Librarians are literally always getting married. But you know what? Who am I to judge? Ivy has decided that she's going to read Mastery of Skiing, Volume 1. Okay, period. Maybe we're gonna have like a little Mount Komorebi visit at some point in this gameplay. That could be kind of fun, honestly, like a little vacation. Um, I honestly love the Snowy Escape Pack. Like, I genuinely think it's such a cool pack. So I'd so be down to go and visit. I think that'd be really cool. Um, yeah, so I feel like there's just like a bunch of people hanging out. We have a kid sitting next to us. I'm just gonna go ahead and speed through time to make things a little bit quicker. I feel like it's just all the base game townies here. I didn't enter in like a save file because I didn't want things glitching, or a lot of them have like worlds that I don't have. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and, just do whatever. Also, I feel like, oh wait, no, I'm lying. I was about to say, I think because it's a skill book, we're not gonna get a breakthrough, but we actually are. I just have like the little light bulb of her head going. So hopefully we'll be able to get one soon. Yeah, see, she's progressing pretty good. Okay, Slay. I'm glad. I feel like when she gets her first breakthrough, maybe we can go ahead and have her talk to some people, question mark. I feel like these are all just like our basic townies. I kind of want her to meet like some niche people, but at the same time, like, who is niche that we can meet? Also, Hilary Lalonde, I'm actually so obsessed with her character. Like, I genuinely think she's like so gorgeous. Maybe we can go and say hello to her. Okay, wait, we're putting her book down. I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to read while we were saying hello, but I guess we're gonna go say hello, and then we can go back to reading. I just wanted to at least like meet her character because maybe she could be like a friend that we have. I think that could be nice. What is this? Oh, is this a part of like the? I think it is just a part of the new pack and like the activity with it. Meet the royal envoy, but we sent her away. This is so crazy. I feel like the game does not know what we're doing. It's okay. I honestly do want to try out that pack. Like I think it'd be pretty fun. Maybe I'll do something. I think it could be interesting. Unfortunately, this day is going to be a little bit boring because we don't have work. Ooh, we got our first breakthrough. We have 2 breakthroughs. We already got our first one. I didn't even see us get our first one. I don't know if it's a glitch or not, but we have our 2 breakthroughs, so thank God. At least we have them both, so I guess we can go ahead and just start talking to people. I feel like it'll be so much easier once we have like our coworkers and stuff to chat with. But maybe I'll go ahead and speak to this woman. She looks cute. I know she's kind of one of the basic townies as well. I definitely think too we'll like go out to bars at night, try to meet people that are more like in our age group, try to find people who are potential like partners. Who knows what we'll think. Be mischievous. Okay, we can go ahead and do that. Do some pranks because it is one thing that we have to do. We have to master mischief and logic. So maybe we can go ahead and just do some mischievous things since she wants to be mischievous. I feel like that'll be helpful as well. Is just to start trying to work on things just like slowly but steadily as we go on, but also just try to like pay attention to her wins, do what she wants to do, be fun, stuff like that. So I think it'll be super interesting to see kind of like what she wants to do, who she wants to talk to, stuff like that. I also do have a bunch of mods running, so hopefully, like things will pop up, stuff like that, that we wouldn't ordinarily get with like messages and stuff like that. I think that could be super interesting. Sheer insecurities from being jealous. Okay. I feel like that might be a complaint. That is one thing. I like how the wheel. Oh, she's leaving us. Okay, cool. So we've been left with the children. That's cool. Like they're literally all children. They're all kids. They're all kids. Everybody had kids at the same time. It's cool. It's cool. Okay, well it's 3 o'clock. How are we feeling? We are getting a little bit hungry, but nothing too crazy right now. Maybe we'll head back home around 5 o'clock and maybe we can hit up the bar. Or we could low-key just go now so that way we can go to the bar like a little bit earlier. So I think I'm just gonna send her home. We'll make something to eat, we'll eat, and then we will hit up the bar to meet some people. So now that we're back home, I'm going to go ahead and just have her make something to eat. I feel like I'm gonna have her make a few servings of something. Just that way we can have like leftovers. Maybe we can just do like a salad to start because we definitely don't want any fires because having our house burned down when we have a whole 208, oh, not even 199 simoleons to our name would actually be so sad. Like genuinely, what would we do with life? So I'm just gonna go ahead and have her eat. And then we can go ahead and have her go over to the bar and hopefully meet somebody new. I feel like while I'm having her do this, I'm gonna go ahead and scout the town. Like who's around? That's okay cute. I feel like this was like a new build that they added more recently to the game, and I like that. I like how they kind of did like refreshes with different like builds and stuff. Like I thought that that was neat. Okay, we're just gonna move to. Oh, she's already eaten. Okay, yay! And it's almost 6 o'clock, so I feel like we can go ahead and head over to the bar. Obviously, it's a little bit early. Oh wait, I should probably put the rest of her salad back in the fridge before we do that, so we just go off. Let me make sure he ate. Yes, she did. Okay, she keeps looking at the truck. I know it's technically like a toy sized up, so maybe that's why she likes it so much. But it's okay. It's okay. Maybe we're just saying like she's admiring her truck. And also, why not? We just like invite Hillary with us to the bar. We can talk to her. We can meet some new people. It'll be fun. We also don't want to stay up too late because obviously we have work tomorrow morning. I think it's like 8 a.m. So we can go ahead and try to get home a little bit earlier to be prepared for our long day tomorrow. Also, I did get this bar from the gallery as well. It is super cute. I will go ahead and put the creator of it on the screen here. They did such a good job. I love it so much. And again, I feel like it really matches the surroundings well. That is something I'm always trying to do is like make things fit and not stand out too much, which I feel like this one does really well. So kudos to that creator. I love this bar. So, oh, she has a new job. Well, congratulate. Oh, did you see that? Hillary just tried to flirt with us. Queen, you're married. You have a whole husband at home. You have a whole husband at home. We're just trying to be friends, Queen. Look, she's so baddie. Like, you know what? Heck yeah. But at the same time, like, you're married, Queen. You're literally married. Like, I'm so down to be your friend, but I'm not ready. I'm not here. With love. So we can just go ahead and chat for a little bit, non-flirtatiously, non-flirtatiously. Try to get to know her a little bit, try to figure out what she does for work, and then we can go ahead and maybe grab a drink, chat up some other people, but we're just gonna get to know her to start. So let's go ahead and there's a cute little seating area, a bar. Who's this? Okay, Slay, Sakura. Oh, no, I don't want to make a drink. I want to order a drink. I feel like I always get this glitch where it like doesn't recognize that like the bartender is tending the bar. Um, yeah, like see, I can't even order anything. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Order drinks for the crew. We should just go ahead and do maybe like a beer. $36. This is going to be this try. Okay, go ahead and glitch out. That's cool. Um, you know what? Let's just order our favorite drink. I feel like Hillary might have left us because I don't see a group interaction anymore, but that's fine because we're just gonna chat with people. It'll be fun. I don't know why everybody's hanging out outside. Oh, everybody went upstairs. Yeah, there's a bunch of tables up here too, like a little loungy area. It's cute. I like it. So we'll definitely grab our drink and then just talk to people. This is the royal envoy. She must be new. She's cute though. I like her. She's a cute little sim. I like her hair too. I feel like that would be a really fun pack to play with. I know we already said that, but I don't know. I feel like royalty, that's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna try to talk to Tavia. She may or may not respond to me. Oh, period. Okay, we're basically famous. Okay. I don't know why every famous sim is here right now, but I guess we're just gonna say hello to everybody. Because, like, why not? Why not? Let's meet all the people. Are you an adult? I think so. Thunder is her. I love how we also never ordered ourselves a drink. Like, I know that we can walk inside. Everybody, right? We can't walk inside, right? Question mark. I actually have no idea if the door is open. I feel like it's not, but what do I know? I'm just having a good chat with everybody outside, which is nice because, like, that was another thing we wanted to do. Was just, oh, she responded to us. She thought we were cute. Okay. Jade. Okay, wait, let's not chat with. Oh, okay, we are gonna go chat. How about we just chat up Rosa a little bit more? We don't need to chat with Ray, but wait, he came back. Let's just tell her a funny story. We can give her congratulate on a new job. Just get to know her a little bit. To know everybody. Because I honestly don't know what it's gonna look like regarding like who we're gonna marry, who we're gonna, have kids with, because we have to have our heir. I don't really have a preference on how we go about the whole heir situation. Like I'm good with them being adopted. I'm good with them being our actual children, like our biological children, or have a science baby. Like who knows what we'll end up doing. I am kind of like open to whatever. I would kind of like to keep it like a female heir. I just feel like I enjoy playing female Sims more than male Sims. Obviously, they'll be in our household at some point or another. But I feel like keeping the heir as a female will be interesting and fun, and like it'll just be a line of daughters, carrying on the legacy, and I think that's kind of cute. So I'm definitely gonna try to stick with that. They might not be our firstborns, they might be our firstborns, but I'm just gonna say like the first daughter born will be our heir. Or if it ends up being, somebody embodies the heir more, then maybe we'll switch to them. But we're just gonna play it by ear, but that's just kind of like my initial thoughts. You want to go ahead and compliment your all right appearance. Like, if we want to go ahead and do that, go for it, Queen. I'm not gonna stop you. Go for it. Okay, I'm watching this man walk in, so you definitely can. Where did we go sit? We never actually ended up ordering a drink, so it's almost 10 o'clock. Don't know that we should start now. Cole Harris. I've never seen this person before. The game. You might be new. Who knows? But we'll go ahead and maybe chat up some of these people at the bar, and then I feel like once we introduce ourselves, we'll just like, go on and head. I feel like too the main reason why I kind of like want to meet a bunch of new people is just to see like who hits us up like with a text or a phone call being like, hey, like let's come do this. Because that will also kind of decide like who wants to be friends with us, like who should we hang out with, who should we be besties with, stuff like that. Like I think just kind of like letting the game unfold will be super interesting and just trying to see like who drives with who, stuff like that. I feel like I also kind of want to do that for like her partners and stuff, like who will she drive with best, who is interested in her, stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get her all ready for bed, and then I will see you guys when it is time to go to work. I'll be honest, I thought that work would start at 8 a.m. and it in fact starts at 10 a.m. So I've decided, you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and go into work together. I went ahead and had her go for a run this morning. I had her make breakfast, which was just some fruit salad. She already had a serving of that. I also added this like little bookshelf. I'm actually able to read off of it, even though there's technically no books on it. But since I spent like money on a bookshelf, we literally only have like $50 left to our names. So that's obviously not enough to like really buy a book. I was thinking that maybe I could like buy her the Mischief skill books, and then just have her like own a chess table to help out with her logic skill. I feel like that'll probably just be easiest, and will make the most sense, like trying to progress her skills. What I did want to have her go ahead and do was just kind of like go ahead and start like harvesting things, searching for like these rock piles, like these ones, because we need to finish the elements collection. So I need to go ahead and get her started on that. I figured like, A, this will be a good moneymaker. We can like flowers, have like a little garden, stuff like that. Ooh, she likes gardening. That's actually perfect. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have a little garden. That will most definitely help us make money because honestly, whenever you can get enough plants, like you will genuinely make so much money. Like you guys who are simmers, you know the vibes. Like you know that it can be really lucrative. So we're just gonna go ahead and try to get started on that. Um, I'm trying to find that's a fossil one, so I don't know if we'll really be able to get anything of value from that. But we'll go ahead and do it. Oh, Miss Queen also brought her water. Oh, when that happened. So I just love that. Our queen decided to lag a little bit, but we are so back. I'm having her basically just like collect all the flowers and like vegetables and stuff that are here. As I was basically just gonna try to have her do before she decided that she wanted to quit out my interactions. Also, I went ahead and saved her wins. She wants to become friends with Marina, which she's literally, or sorry, I should say who she's literally about to go to talk to. Oh, slay. So I guess she's just gonna go ahead and be friends with her. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, you want to be friends with her? You can be friends with her. She also wants to be mischievous, so maybe we can go ahead and be mischievous with Marina. I kind of prefer to do the ones that are like not gonna make people mad at me. Like I know at some point it's just gonna happen ultimately, but at least for now, I want to go ahead and try to make friends with people because we have no friends right now. We're new, we have no friends, and we need friends. So we have to perform 10 mean and mischievous interactions and be disliked by 2 Sims for this aspiration. So we're on our way to being mischievous, but we need to be disliked by 2 Sims. I feel like the best way to do that is low-key just to fight people because they immediately hate you. And it's kind of like a cheat code. And I hate being mean to Sims, if I'm being so for real. Like, I just feel sad about it. So I feel like the easiest thing to do will literally just kind of be like, get them a little bit angry, be a little bit mean, and then just fight them. Just go ahead and fight them. I feel like it's just like the best way to kind of prevent from being mean, but it's also like being the ultimate mean, but at the same time, like I guess it's less prolonged. I don't really know what my logic is on that, but that's what I think. So obviously now we're off to work. Welcome to Future Sim Labs. We'll be quite busy conducting essential experiments, researching new technology, and maybe even interacting with alien life. We should for real go to space. It is your job to leverage potent scientific equipment for the purposes of good. We hope. Well, welcome. Okay, say. We are a queen. We're doing it. Okay, ask a coworker for a medal. Let's go ahead and talk to the receptionist. I know that she's probably not gonna be able to give us a medal um, because she just like works reception. I feel like that's been pretty common in other games, but we're just gonna go ahead and say hello to all our people. I'm definitely gonna make a point to make sure that we're getting all of our tasks done for the day, like completely maxing this out to be able to get promoted the quickest. So we went ahead and said hello to her, but we're gonna go ahead and move on so that way we can ask our coworker for a medal. Come say hello, please. Yeah. I feel like also to keep this video relatively short, I'm gonna go ahead and play this game day of work, and then we'll wrap the video after this. So you guys stuck with me for too long. Okay, we want to go ahead and ask for a medal. Then we need to brainstorm on the invention constructor and mix synthetic food serum. I feel like that can be slightly difficult, depending on like what we need to make that. Let's see. Synthesize serum. Oh, just any plant. Okay, perfect. Our foraging this morning is gonna pay off. I love that for us. Wait, can I not sell this? Okay, that's cool. Can I sell it? Okay, there we go. For whatever reason, it wasn't gonna let me drag it. There we are. Okay, and yeah, we have our first like little medals. We can honestly like send that off to the Geo Council if we don't end up having to use it. So we're going to brainstorm on the invention constructor, and then we should synthesize this synthetic food. I'm sad about it, like taking up a couple of our plants that I was hoping to plant, but it's okay. There was that whole like little mini garden that was by our house, so I feel like we can just always go ahead and harvest our stuff from it. After this, we have to analyze a metal, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get that queued up. Science lab, I haven't bothered to upgrade yet. I'm considering replacing the lab with like a new updated version of like one in the gallery. Of course, I'll credit whoever makes it. Just that way it can be like more interesting. I feel like tons of people do that with like you know, the different like get to work places, try to make them different, not like just the same generic one every time. So I think that for the next episode I will try to remember to have one in mind to switch the lab to. Obviously, we'll have to be at work in order to do that. So maybe at the start of the next work day in the next episode, we can go ahead and switch out the lot so that we can have like a new place to see and work at. I'm also just in the background trying to complete these tasks. I'm gonna give our receptionist the serum that we just made. Try to test it. That's a little scary, but you know what? To each their own. We're just gonna go ahead and do that with her. We also need to talk to her though, so hopefully it doesn't do anything insane. Because we look need to have a conversation with you. Oh, that's not a good reaction. That is not ideal. Okay, this queen doing a little bit of work. Super cutesies. Okay, slay. What else shall we do? Okay, we need to water a plant. I saw that this needed to be watered, so we can go ahead and do that. We need to analyze a fruit and a flower. Or fruit or a flower. Analyze flora. We can analyze one of the daisies. Dang. Okay, I had her harvest everything. That Loki gave us a lot of stuff. That's good. Our garden is going to be thriving, which is good. And then we can invent the momentum conserver. Let's do it. It won't use up any of our resources, which is nice. So we can kind of like keep everything, keep gaining stuff. It's of that nature. We're going to go ahead and analyze flower. Let's also check out like who our people are. Okay, we said hello to Sashiko. Oh, you're moving too fast. Taylum. Oh, Nina's calling us. Hey, Ivy. I'm in town for a while, and I was wondering if I could stay at your place for a few days. It'll be fun. Sorry, Queen. I feel like I always enter a game, and like that's the first thing that somebody asks me is like, "Can I stay at your place?" Like, unfortunately, we have zero room for you, because we literally have like nothing to our name right now, and we don't really know you all that well either, Nina. But considering that you called us, maybe that can be one person that like we go for a dinner with, or like go out to the mirror with one time. Like that could be kind of fun. Maybe that can be like our first friend, because as I was saying earlier, like who's gonna call us? Who's gonna try to be friends? Nina gave us a ring, so we'll go ahead and try to be friends with her. Oh, Okay, so she is inventing our little momentum conserver. And then I'm gonna have her experiment on the chemistry lab. I'm sure once we're finished making this, it's gonna have us like turn it on and view it and all that. So this is actually kind of fun. Like this is our first science device. I feel like I do want to have like a trend of like, ooh, like we should have heirlooms that like each generation can pass down to other generations, and like what do we want those heirlooms to be? I feel like this is kind of cool. Obviously, it's like it's the first thing that we've made, which we might make something cooler. But I feel like just kind of having that in mind before we, get too far into the generation, like what do we want our heirlooms that we're going to pass on to be, I think would be a good thing to kind of keep in mind things like that. So it's definitely just something to think about, and definitely let me know if you guys have any thoughts on what we should um, make our heirlooms, like if everything should be like a painting or like a picture or something like that. Something sentimental, but something that every generation can have. I think would be kind of fun in a way to kind of like preserve all that we've accomplished as we move through the generations. So she's done really well for the day. I'm having her view this. Maybe we'll have her talk to Julia, one more person, before we leave. I'm gonna go ahead actually and turn this off and put this in my inventory. And then we're just gonna go ahead and wrap up the workday. I have gone ahead and gotten Ivy outside of the lab to end her first workday in all of her glory. Obviously we are in the middle of Oasis Springs and she's just doing her thing. But end of shift, we've been promoted to apprentice inventor. She will now make an additional $8 per hour for a grand total of $32 per hour. We got a little bonus, some new clothes, and whatever Journey to the Stars is. We only earned a little under 300 simoleons, which is not a lot of money, but it's okay. We tried our very hardest. We got a promotion, which was what we wanted. We have explored Oasis Springs a little bit. We've begun meeting people, and we have a medal, I should say, in our inventory to go ahead and send off to the Geo Council, which I'm going to go ahead and do first to start our element collection. So I would say, all in all, it has been a very successful start to the series and start to our mint generation. Here is Miss Ivyberry in all of her glory. Oh, she has lost her eyelashes. It's okay. We're just gonna ignore the fact. Um, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit of a slow one because we are just getting started, but the next episode and the subsequent episodes should definitely pick up a little bit as we kind of get to know Ivy more and get into her story. So obviously, thanks again for watching. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.